All right. So yeah, I mean we're at the top of that run that we went on for the last 2.5 weeks, like 11, 12, 13, 12 days, 11, 12 days, and showing signs of topping and resistance at the significant key levels of prior pivot high and the 200 moving average. So I expect the market over the last 3 days, I've been expecting it to top out and start to pull back. And we are definitely seeing that. Yesterday, we definitely saw that. And really the day before as well. Um, the market may be putting in a large candle, but it's down. The open's at the top, the close is at the bottom. So day by day, we are getting pulled down. And you should be careful not to fall too much for any kind of intraday rally that doesn't break, yesterday's high. Otherwise, it's still progress to the downside. So we're pulling back. We'll probably be that way for another, till the end of next week, and we'll settle into some lows probably around the 50 moving average. So on SPY, I believe that's 444. Go take a 440 actually, 440. So SP 500 heading down to 4400 SPX 4,400 or 440 if you watch SPY. Oil, let's just do a little overview here. Oil is hanging around below 100 for the first time. It's really actually living below 100. Pretty much hit 97, 78. It's at 99 and some change right now. It did spike up to 101, but it's looking like it wants to live below 100 today. And so the energy sector, XLE, pulled back along with it. Gold is down to 1930 roughly, from a high of 1955 yesterday. That's a bit of a pullback. However, rates are up and markedly so. I believe the jobs report came in, and that was really good. So that increased productivity can boost inflation, but we're already high on inflation. So we're kind of in a trap now. If the economy recovers, we inflate more because people will have more money. They'll be getting out there, work, and they will be spending money, and that's going to cause that inflationary effect on demand. Demand will rise. So right now we're at 2.43 on the 10-year, and that's yesterday's high. And we're coming from 2.32, so that's a pretty big pop, and that's putting pressure on growth stocks, continued pressure on growth stocks, on top of the fact that we're pulling back from this rally we've been on for 2 weeks. So probably the VIX will rise, growth will fall, the Qs will fall, industrials and financials will probably do okay today. They'll hold tight, maybe grind up, maybe lose a little ground. But the S&P 500, somewhere in between, will probably just grind down a little bit today. We're seeing most reaction coming from growth, the Qs. Yeah, yesterday LXU had a pretty nice move, and that continuation on that today. That pre-market. Okay, yeah, pretty nice. So yeah, LGVN, that's what we're watching here for momentum, market movement, and it is breaking over 16 and holding, and it's now at 1623 and making new highs in pre-market. So this is a rally off of the pullback that just happened, and has some potential to run here several points possibly. So the momentum this morning is on LGVN. And like I said, with regards to China stocks, there may be some trade there today, just because it's going to try to settle in and find its pricing on that. But most of the move has already happened, and you can just trade that on using CWeb, which is China Web Companies, internet growth companies. CWeb, CWEB, is a 2x leveraged China ETF for their. I do believe it includes Alibaba. Hopefully it does. Let me check. This should be at the top of the list here. Top 3 holdings. KWeb, another ETF with Chinese internet companies, and in fact, that's what it does. Like, it's comprised of other funds. It's a fund of a fund. Fund of a fund. KWeb's top holdings are. Top holdings, Alibaba, number 1. All right, so that's perfect. So if you want to capture the move today with Alibaba or JD or Baidu or Tencent, or Pinduoduo, all those, yeah, CWeb is going to provide it for you at a 2x leveraged rate. So that's going to be useful for that particular theme, China. All right, we've got 6 minutes until the market open. I think we're pretty much prepared for the day. If we do get some signals, some high relative volume breakouts, I'll let you know. But in general, the market is pretty much telling us not to be fully exposed right now, that we're pulling back. It's not an up day, only buy on an up day on the market. Unless we have an isolated type of sector move today, like XLF or something. Or commodities. Be patient with Shaw. Things are getting better. You're the guy that works there, right? Sherman Williams. He's like, yes, I am Todd Williams, son of Sherman. We have a nice bottom reversal indication there on Sherman Williams. Possible that, if there was ever a time to get in, could have been back here. That could be the low. I'd like to see some more defined price action and pattern there, but yeah, that's interesting. Also, I'm watching GME and AMC to see if anything goes on there today. We'll keep an eye on those. That big break over the 50 moving average a week ago would have been an excellent signal to get in. Wasn't watching it. That would have been the moment. Obviously, in hindsight, it was on increased relative volume, and at that time, this is what the chart would have looked like. That's all you would have known. But that relative volume bar right there should have been an indication, like, wow, something's definitely happening. Plant a seed. And then a couple days later, an entry at 112 would have been sitting at 190. And now it looks like we're pulling back with the market. All right, we've got 3 minutes until the market opens. And it's Friday. and we're pulling back on the market, and it's probably going to be a soft pullback because it's Friday. If it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, this would be a strong pullback. Today is probably going to be soft. I do believe that we're going to see the most movement from growth. So you might want to be trading QQQ today if that's what you're interested in trading, day trading, or trying to find where the most move's going to be coming from. Q and CWeb, LGVN, those are your top targets for trading morning momentum. What about lows? What about lows? Yeah, it looks bad. Broke down. Depot, same situation. Depot looks worse. All right, we got 1 minute and 30 seconds until the market opens. One minute. So Ray, I don't know, I'll put it down here. Really not much to say about that. That's just political movement. So, do with that, trade that how you wish. I'm not a politician. All right, 30 seconds till the opening bell. I don't have anything right now. Converted all to cash during this pullback. I might have some stuff in my value portfolio, but in general, for trading, I'm not anything in particular. Actually, I am still in AMD, Avgo, because they showed a lot of strength. You can turn down those alerts a little bit. All right, LGVN off the open, very volatile. Give it a few minutes here. But if it breaks pre-market high of 1641, that would be a good entrance point that you could get in for about 50 cents of risk. How long should this pullback be? About a week, end of next week. If you'd like to learn more about trading, just send me a private message and I'll get you a link to my video lessons. Here comes LGVN. Can it break 1641? If so, you can have an order sitting and waiting. 1610, 1617, 20, 26, 29, 32, 46. There it is. There's the break. 50. 1650 for 50 cents of risk. Stop at 14.99. And it was a fake out. It's pulled back a good 60% and it's dropping. It's all bullshit. Only momentum traders should be trading this, and you have to have at least $30,000 in your account. All right, I'm seeing industrials drop a little, and SPY do the same, and Qs moving up. And rates are moving up even more. They're at almost 2.45 now on the 10-year, putting additional pressure on growth. I wouldn't trust these Qs as far as you could throw them. So the question is, how much do you need to start trading? Enough to take my classes. To learn that if you're asking that question, you shouldn't be trading. You need to learn first. But there's many paths. Maybe $2,000. A day trade, you want to have a rule that you won't day trade unless you have 30,000 or less, or more. But you can swing trade up to there. All right, CWeb is on the move. I'm watching it. If it can break 733 on CWeb, then that means the China stocks are rallying. Thanks. If anybody has a position they're in, you want me to take a look at, check the health on, let me know. There goes CWeb, 730 something there, but it break through that point, 733. It's now 739. And that trade on CWeb stop at 7, so 40 cents a risk. There we are, CWeb, the Chinese stocks rallying. Also, CLVS just broke pre-market high. CLVS at 208 right now has some potential. A little bit low volume, but it's moving. Or about 15 cents of risk. And then regarding PayPal, somebody asked about, the current price target on PayPal is 116.25 for the entire year. And then by 2023, the end of 2023, 144. So there's really not much there for you. It's already properly priced. Yeah, DD broke out, says Rebecca, but it must be pulling back now because the ETF CWeb is also pulling back, and I'm sure DD is in there. DD was up the most pre-market, 15%. I mean, PDD? I don't know. PDN, let's see. ASX, Paladin Energy. How's it looking? Sideways. It's been sideways since September. It's looking like a nothing. Yep. As I said, I don't believe the Qs were going to last. I mean, the inflationary pressures are upon them, and you have to readjust your, outlook because of inflation. Somebody asked about LAC, lithium. What is it? Lithium Americas again. They're still unprofitable, but they're looking to become profitable in 2023. The technical analysis shows that things are picking up the last few days and getting hot, so there could be some kind of a trade available to you there.
LGVN about to break out.
Okay, LGVN about to re-break out. 1651 is what you're looking for there. 50 cents of risk should do you good. But it looks like it triggered and then just went way in the other direction. Man, I would recommend you guys stay away from LGVN because that's a sign of topping when you have expanded highs and lows. I think the trade may be over there. It certainly is not even worthwhile trying to go for. You're going to get crushed. CLVS, however, is now at 216. It did break out at 209. It's now 216 and running nicely. You could probably take profits underneath every 5-cent point there. All right, Mac, way to go. Now you could follow the path of victory if you want on that and just hold it all day. I don't see why the Q shouldn't just drop all day. This is, low volume day. What possibly could go wrong? What could go wrong? Yeah, CLVS. Yeah. You might already be too late. You don't want to be getting into anything after 5% past the breakout on CLVS. You snooze, you lose, man. Tesla is projecting to have high volume, almost the highest volume this entire day today. It still remains to be seen whether or not that's going to be upside or downside, but it ought to be downside if I had to guess. It's probably about a 60-40 coin flip. You guys over on TikTok, click the link in my bio in order to come check out my trading group. Jack says RCMT. Tilray is running a little bit this morning, 30 cents up from 780, breaking pre-market highs, but it is a retracement trade, so it's a very low quality trade. The Q's dropping like a ton of bricks. Mac, I wonder if you bought more than one option. For you should scale out a little on those big drops when they happen. Where am I located? Well, technically, I don't have to tell you that. Like, that's a weird question. Like, how you doing? What's happening? Where are you located? I mean, no one really needs to tell anybody that. But I could be. I might be in a bunker in Virginia. Also, be not where I'm located. What is your address and social security number? I'm in a bunker in Idaho. Yes, Idaho. I'm actually, did you ever see that movie, Transcendence? I'm actually a computer image, and I'm trading from a solar powered facility under the ground in Arizona. And come and find me. I need your mother's maiden name and the street you grew up on and the name of my favorite pet, right? And they ask you so many funny questions. Chris is like, that'd actually be pretty dope. Yeah. That would be. No, I mean, like, what planet are you on? I'm on the Tilray planet, man. I'm on the Tilray planet. Oh, okay, there we go. What you want to know about Vizzle? Vizzlink. Apple, Apple, Apple. Everybody wants to know about Apple. Who was my childhood's best friend's name? Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you this. I don't live in a blue state. That much you're going to learn. What? Non-corporal stock trading being. Wow. What did you study in college, Robert? What's happening with Meta? I should have gotten out. Meta the crypto or Meta Facebook? Yeah, I live in a green state. There you go. I live in a state of heightened consciousness. Facebook. All right, let's take a look. What do you want to know about Facebook? I mean, the valuation on Facebook is $209 for this year, for 2022. That's based on, they already told everybody, what they expect to make this year in revenue. So $209 price target for this year. Boy, everybody's so curious where I live. Everybody's getting in on it now. Somebody says, I'm guessing Texas. I mean, there's 50 states, and a lot of them are red. Another one says Florida. You can just tell those liberals just like that. Like, I'm gonna target my most hatred, and I'm gonna see if he's in my most hatred region. It's a fucking always with the liberals. It's got to be about what group they hate. Well, anyway, you'll find out where I live sometime. Maybe it says in my bio. Go check my bio. Listen to my voice. They say Midwest, even though I grew up and spent 35 of my years of my life in Southern California. Surfer dude. Puerto Vallarta. Yeah, exactly. And somebody says, come on, stop it, everyone. He obviously lives inside the computer. Leave my stock guy alone. All right. Yep. Now, all indexes are definitely indicating to the downside now. And we don't have any alerts. Hold on. Actually, I did have one on shoe, but it didn't turn out to be a good one. We also now have MRC. Let's see. MRC Global. How that's moving today, I have up today. I have no idea. But let me take a look at the fundamentals. Should be valued at $37. It's only valued at $12. So there's a lot of upside left on MRC. It looks like everybody's waiting for the right day to get in, which appeared to be yesterday. It was a pretty high volume day. Earnings are due in 38 days. So there could be a lot of speculative run up before earnings on this from here. Go take a look at that's in oil, however. Oil. Oil says that we can go full exposure target, being in the XLE sticker, or if we want to just break down oil as a raw commodity, same thing. And it is an update today. So that's a trigger entry on MRC Global, MR trading as MRC, or swing trade. Start with your starter, move up from there. So for those of you who are members, pop quiz. So what is your initial purchase size going to be in proportion to your portfolio on MRC for swing trade? Not in dollars, but yeah, in size. I don't think that's right, Rebecca. I'll have to do the math. No, I think you might be right. Yeah. Yeah, I think you are right. Were you in class last night? I don't think I saw you typing. You were cool. Okay, great. So yeah, 1/16, so 6%. You were quiet. It was a long class. Thanks for hanging out. I really wish Thinkorswim could let you do it in percentage like that, but you can type in a dollar amount. If you don't know how to do that, I can show you sometime. It's actually marking SPY as green today because it's up above yesterday's close. So that's not, I don't believe necessarily that's going to last long, except for the fact that maybe today is going to be a low volume day. Thanks, Daniel. Manning, MN, that looks like a buyout. I don't think there's any trade there. That was probably an acquisition. Tell that by the chart. Let's see. Manning and Napier to go private after acquisition. Okay. So there's no trade there. It's already at the price that it's going to be at. What was I just about to do? I was going to check the Qs. They're red. Yeah, they're red because they're below yesterday's close and low. I mean, like in my opinion, Mac, you should at least give it, probably hold that all day, but at least scale out on anything strong. Why is today so inactive? Are you interested in buying shit today? I mean, we've been going. Hello, thank you. I try to get you guys to think for yourselves here, so I'm not just I don't know what's going on, and then I tell you, But if I can get you to, think about it a little bit, master of your own domain there. Robert's like, why is everybody? What the fuck is with the low volume? What the fuck? And then I'm like, well, what are you going to buy today? Good point. you can tell those kinds of people are the ones that are not necessarily self-reflective. Those are the types of people who project a lot, and it's their own. They say things. They'll criticize you for stuff that they hate about themselves. Am I right, Robert? Did I nail you? Robert might be a judgmental person, I'm guessing. Possibly. I've got he's got a J. Not really, all right. He's got a J perhaps in the what is that called? Myers-Briggs personality thing. Do you know what your Myers-Briggs, four-letter code thing is? Does it have a J in it? Who knows what their, four-letter Myers-Briggs personality is? If you do, type it here. Mike. Oh, that was so good. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to figure people out. DGAF, what's that? I'm like, get the fuck what is that? Oh my God. ENSI. I don't think I've ever met an ENSI. Wow, I don't think oh wait, I have. Oh, my first girlfriend was an ENSI. We had a lot of fun. Traveled to Europe. Yeah. That was a good relationship. My first real girlfriend. Not a high school dibble dabble. The one, I consider like, I'm a man, and so a girlfriend for a man is something a little bit more important. Max says, my personality seems to be extroverted, but I'm very introverted and I have to analyze everything before taking action. Yeah, actually, I just found that out about a month ago. Well, I don't think you're an ENSI then. It might be. Let me ask you something, Mac. Are you very mathematical, or are you more what's the word? Like you use your experience to make you make good decisions, or you would, or you're, or you try to figure out what the right answer is instead, and then you'd go with that side. Benjamin says people, I think he's saying, have two extroverted and two introverted functions. And then somebody says, what's a good entry point on UPST? Yes, let's keep it real, folks. This market, wow, look at the cues, man. Mac, you must be doing good. Yeah, so you're probably like a borderline on both the EI and the what was the last one? I think you have that wrong. I think there is no ENSI. I think the last letter can't be an I. It has to be a J or a P. But I don't know. I'm only autistic. What the fuck do I know? I only remember shit that no one should remember. NSI? Yeah, that's not coming up. SP is probably what you mean. Somebody's like, I'm a PTQF. You know what I noticed over the years is that I changed because, I was heavily in INTP Virgo type personality for, first 30 years of my life. But then that changed shifted in the last 15 years. And I'm a bit more extroverted now. And I'm more judgmental now. So I'm probably closer to like an ENJP. Oh, or maybe I have the letters wrong, but I'm more judgmental and more extroverted now. Yeah, you're right. I think there is an ENSI. I'm a PTSD. There you go. UPST 5 point. If you're still here, sir, whoever asked that, I don't know that there is one. That you would like it. So, because listen, they're currently for this year, their price target is valued at $107.16. And where is it trading? $107.97. By the end of next year, they'll be valued by the end of next year. They'll be valued at $150. So that's only divided by 107. That's a 40% increase in basically the rest of this year and the end of next year. So a year and a half to make 40% return. I think that's a waste of fucking time. Unless something changes. Yeah, you do. There is a questionnaire. You can go do your personality. You can type it into the internet. Do a Myers-Briggs personality test. See how you come out. Yeah, I told you, Mac. I told you you're probably more judgmental. And I'm not so sure about the extrovert part, but yeah. What did I just say? I think I said you're an ENTJ. Didn't I just say that? I think we got to roll that back. I'm pretty sure I said, Mac, you're wrong. I think you're an ENTJ. How the fuck did I know that? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's good shit. Because I understand how that works. I understand people. Oh, here we go. Robert again with the social justice warriors. Didn't they disprove personality tests? You can't pigeonhole people. We're all equal. No, man, they didn't disprove that test, and don't knock compartmentalizing people and figuring out what a person is, right? Because that's a useful tool. Uh, some people want to think that everybody can do everything and be anything, Mac, and it's not true. We do have personalities. You know what? I think what you're talking about, Robert, is you probably saw some Ty Lopez, and Ty Lopez talks about how even better than the Myers-Briggs personality test is I forget the name of it. It's 4 letters. The name of the test, I forget what it is, but it's excellent for if you're an entrepreneur and hiring people. That's what I use. But no location either. Yeah, thanks, El Puno. Yeah, he has several Lamborghinis. Okay, Rebecca says USX has halted 3 times. Yeah, and it's making its way up. USX, interesting. What is it? Oh, it's moving. I don't know if it's halted, but it is moving right now. So if you want to grab a nibble and then buy more on confirmation, you can get in now if you want to day trade it. But what they are is a transportation-related information logistics service for North America, U.S., Canada, U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Yeah, Benjamin says go to objectivepersonalitysystem.com. Boy, I bet Benjamin really liked that I was defending personality testing. But it is really good, Robert. It's not disproved. That's misinformation. That's like saying that Earth being round has been disproved. I mean, it's just like, no, we're much wiser now. Don't believe everything you hear. Remember, trade with your eyes, not with your ears. Go do the research. Well, thank you. USX pulling back a little. See, so if you had started small, now you could even exit. It looks like it might try to do the VWAP bounce thing. It certainly has a lot of energy, and I think it might be possible to get a 25% bounce off of this retracement, hitting VWAP. But in general, it's time to consolidate. A pretty high volume bar right now on the 2-minute chart. All right, I'm going to look at the market a little bit more here. How oil's going. Oil only popped a tiny bit, went up to 101, which wasn't even, it was just a retest. And at the moment, it's failing that retest. It didn't progress any further. But XLE really took the cue from that. It just like leaped up. So perhaps that move is coming more from natural gas. Industrials, XLI, are dropping pretty hard. And the Dow, DIA. However, financials are holding. They're not really rallying, but they're holding, probably on the fact that rates are up. And tech is probably the most miserable sector right now. Tech specifically dropping pretty hard. And as you know, the Qs are comprised heavily with tech. Am I still holding Macy's? No, I dropped that a few days ago, but also it stopped out yesterday. What do I think about AMC? Man, we did fucking great in that. I think we did over 20% return on that. Yeah, it's even sitting at up 9% from our entry. So it's been hot. We made money off of it, and now it's flagging, and might provide a good trade on breakout. That's a nice high tight flag, and it's even up today on low volume. I'll put an alert on that. Thanks for bringing it to me. Previous, breakout runner. We got in at 19, and it went to 22. I guess it was not 30%, 20%. Let me see. 16%, approximately 16%. All right, we are 35 minutes into the market, and boy, LGVN is failing out miserably. It looks like it's going to halt to the downside. I mean, they're really dropping. You don't want to be in that. Somebody's like, because they are in it. Yeah, you probably shouldn't trade with real money. C-Web, just hanging in there, not really making any move. Like I said, the move on the Chinese stocks seemed to have settled in right about here. So I think the rest is just liquidity grabs, market makers moving things around, faking price out so they can just take your money. I did check out low already, and looks like an excellent short at this point. Breaking down. Same thing with Home Depot. Is Chris with us this morning? He had some ideas on something. I think not Chris Moran. Anyway, Robert, you're out. No, Chris Chumas is not with us this morning. Perdido Key, Florida. Wow. About 100 yards from the Floribama. First time Buc-ee's patron, and the brisket is excellent. Oh, dude. Yeah, Buc-ee's is awesome. All right, let me check if there's any other high growth alerts going on. Heck, let's see. That's a pretty strong candle. Ooh, on 232% projected volume in metal ores. Excellent. That's his own industry, which I would like to is above all of those averages. So a full size position entrance on TECK, starting at a starter, obviously. TECK. I'll take the rare opportunity to buy it first and then alert it. I don't always do that. I pretty much always alert. But I just happen to be sitting there and I might as well just go. Now, the alert. Hope you don't mind. Took a quick quiz. Daniel says a ENFJ. Oof. Yeah. That's you and I would, I mean, as much as it sounds like it, but you and I would not get along. I mean, if we had to hang out together a lot, you know. But casually, of course, we would. But I'm guessing that, you know, you need to be very careful about who you get in a relationship with because you have the propensity to be a very strong personality. Let's put it that way. What do they do exactly? Canadian miner of coal, copper, zinc, molybdenum. I think fucking we had a chemist. I think Emma is a chemist, and she told me how to pronounce that one time. Gold and lead, mainly in Canada, U.S., Chile, and Peru. So pretty much they're everywhere. I am everywhere. All right, that alert is going out right now. Molybdenum, I think is how I always keep saying it. Yeah, molybdenum. Who cares? I could call it gold dlog if I want. You know, I could say it backwards or anything, whatever I want. It's still what it is. It's all arbitrary. Like from the movie Good Will Hunting. She goes, oh, okay, well, maybe we can, you know, I don't know what she says, like go to a movie sometime or get a coffee. He goes, and he says something like, yeah, or we could, you know, count coffee beans or something like that. Because he's saying, like, you know, it really doesn't matter what you do, it's arbitrary. Pretty funny. Like, how did that even make it in the movie? I don't even understand how Ben Affleck and Matt Damon wrote that. They must have developed that and bought that from somebody because I don't know, man. It does not seem like their personality to make a movie to write a script like that. Daniel says that's crazy because everyone tells me I'm super easygoing and get along with everyone. But yeah, but maybe I'm a dick and no one will tell me. No. It's just that I think that nobody's pissed you off yet. If somebody pisses you off, you can become a fairly strong personality. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you know, you can get into a state. You can go there and yeah. Maybe your personality's changing. He goes, oh yeah, that's true. But it takes a lot to piss you off. Well, that's good. And that's what being judgmental helps a person with, is it helps create a divide or a barrier or a distance, if you will, between what you're comfortable with and what you know is out of your comfort zone. You become aware of that because you're judgmental. Judgmental helps with that. That's what creates that, what do they call that? Thick skin. You know, a thick skinned person would be a judgmental person. because it creates the thick skin for you. And yet, if somebody breaks that thick skin, your personality type could be quite reactionary. Andrell says he's up a K, $1,000 on NVIDIA, and he's calling it a day. Have a good weekend, all. All right. Have a good weekend, Andrell and David. I don't know if he's with us, but yeah. Buy AMD on this dip? I don't think so. Let me take a look again because I was I don't think that opportunity was there on AMD. Let me see. Maybe. AMD is valued at $156 this year, and it's at 108. So maybe there could be some merit to that if that's the type of person you are and you want to buy a dip. And then 185 by the end of 2023. So over the course of from now until the end of 2023, that's 71% gains. Which, let's see, 4, 8, 12, 20 months, which is to the power of 1/20th, is 2.7% gains per month, compounding. 2.7% gains per month, compounding. For me, that's way too low. Not interested. You're interested in 2.7% gains per month, maybe buy the dip here. I would only buy on an up day, though. Looks like I'm already getting some appreciation on tech, and I'm about needing to double. I don't know about you guys. Intraday chart. Jesus Christ, look at that run. Doubling up now. VIX is just chopping around right now. Yeah. Everything's pretty much either falling or chopping around. Oh, shoot. Actually, I do see VIX now coming back down to 20. I don't know how on earth it would be doing that with the market moving the way it is. It looks like Apple and Tesla and Amazon coming up off of that low. So Mac, man, I hope you got out at some point there. At least get out at break even. Don't let it go negative on you. And maybe you took some profits. All right, that's going to be it for the morning momentum session. There is some interesting stuff going on, and it is certainly another fun day of trading to be able to navigate the market and get into opportunities and avoid losing money and doing things right. But I think that's it. I'll be around all day. I'll see you in the group. I'll see you in the group right now, and let you know if there's any more opportunities or anything to be concerned about. If I don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. No, have a great weekend. And if you're interested in studying over the weekend and you don't know that I have tons of video lessons to learn how to trade and swing trade and day trade and high frequency trade and invest and manage your risk and watch your trade risk and watch your account, yeah, just send me a private message and I'll get you that link wherever you're watching from. What's up, Mac? Oh yeah, dumped Tesla about 15 minutes ago. Dumped QQQ around that. Okay, good. 10, not 9:30. Okay, good. 30 minutes after the open. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Study up. Come back Monday. Better trader. Oh, that would have been a good idea. Invite Team Bull Trading to go live together. I don't know how many followers he has. All right, I'll try that. I'm going to stay on for a minute here while I potentially go on with team trading. Did I click the button? I clicked it many times. I guess it's not going to happen. All right. See you guys later. Bye-bye.